welcome back. June 16th, 11:17 p.m. Chrissy! Move quick, Apollo. Good show. Hey, Tracy, you're okay. I thought... Don't cry, Apollo. That's good for nothing, youngsters. It's just some things you don't do. Pressing charges. Wait, just calm down, Apollo. Or else... what the heck is that? Surprised? This is one of my best tricks, the amazing Mr. Hat. You look marvelous, darling. He's a big hit on stage on Wonder Bar. Yes, I'm a big hit. Well, what do you think? Do you like it? You mean you... Tracy, there are some things you just don't do. Hey, I'm pressing charges. Apollo, that's not the time for you threatening me. It's you who's been threatened here. Huh? Remember what you said about Waki's father yesterday? Promised he'd save his son. But the testimony's rock solid. What are you suggesting I do? Look, once the judge declares the verdict, it's all over. Use my talent to stop that from happening, I will. Tracy, no more staged abductions, please. I'm not talking about magic, Apollo. You know when a witness is confident, you perceive what he's feeling. I'm not meaning anything, but it's all we got. You can see what he's feeling. Think back, Apollo. Think about the times there was a contradiction in his testimony. All the times. I think I remember, I'm sure. There were 2 times when he made statements he wasn't confident in. 2 times there was a contradiction. His hand he held, yes, a pistol. Yep. He said the man tossed outside a pistol, but it turned out he wasn't sure, and sure enough there was a contradiction. Well, that's true, but how does that help us? Didn't you notice anything? Whenever he made a statement he wasn't confident in, he displayed a certain habit. You know, the thing he does in his hand he held it. Did you see it? The very moment he said the word pistol. Oh, not much, Hugh. His fingers got all tense and he filled with the corner of the page of his book. How am I supposed to see that? Magic. Well, I could see it. Don't see anything Daddy went 7 years without losing a game of poker. What? I sat next to Daddy during my big matches. Could see what his opponents were feeling. Cool. I mean, that's how you win all those games. It's not cheating officially. I wasn't looking at their hands or anything. Wasn't there all the time either. Dad's good at poker after all. Not good enough to be undefeated so long. Great, so he cheated. But what does that do for us? I don't believe this. You have to listen to his testimony one more time. No, scratch that. You have to watch his testimony. Perceive the truth. Watch the testimony, perceive the truth? The only thing I'm perceiving is that I'm gonna lose. Not true. They said so. He said you have the power, Apollo. It comes in the family. Mr. Wright said that. What's the testimony? Perceive his true feelings. Is she serious? Time's up. Sorry, I can't think of another way to say this. Oh, this one. What she said before the trial. What do you mean by being fine? Well, let that aside, she did avoid one guilty verdict already. And show the court what I'm made of. Get ready for justice. Justice demands retribution. Let's do it. Apollo, you know, I'm starting to think I can do this. I knew you could do it all along. Oh, one more thing. Try to cover for Mr. Head as best you can. I just flew in from the coast. Boy, are my arms tired. Right. Court's now back in session. Right, we're fine. I'd like to say the young lady sitting next to you, Mr. Justice. Oh, you mean me? Don't you have anything to report? Anything concerning the mysterious phantom in the silk top hat? Right. Don't worry about him. I sold that. You sold that? Yes, it was an out-of-court settlement, right. Perhaps Fräulein would us believe it was nothing more than a passing dream. A fantastic illusion. Now you see it, now you don't, am I right? I think he's onto me. You know shit. She would stop being so cool. Let us dispense with these niceties and get straight to the matter. What are your plans for a gifted witness? Right. The defense would like to request another cross-examination. Because I forgot to ask something? Really? There was no issue with the witness's previous testimony. We'll agree your request, however, the court will not permit slowing for time. Understood, Your Honor. Don't forget Apollo. When he is unsure about something, he has a habit of fiddling with his book. I also fiddle with something. What? That's a bad joke. Focus, Apollo. Find his weak spot. Focus. Lean downward so easy. Here's what he says. I see his expression. Do I have to do something more? What other senses do I have? Use your power. Use your power. What's this? My bracelet. What's going on? Bracelet feels different somehow. Daddy was right. You can see it, can't you, Apollo? You're almost there. Find the weak spot in his testimony. I know this sounds crazy, but my bracelet is trying to tell me something. Use your laser eyes. Use your laser eyes. Please undoubtedly have a record of the call. Why not check with them? And Apollo, this has to be it. Wait, you mean his habit? Means his place to look for his habit. I don't know how I know, but I know. You know what? My bracelet is different somehow. I feel reacting to something about the witness. Your bracelet? Not sure get this focus stuff you were talking about, but I have a feeling that trusting my bracelet is the way to go. Okay, just need to touch my bracelet as it reacts. Use your eyes. What's going on? I can see the witness's face, his expression so clearly, it's filling my mind. See nothing else, hear nothing else. Apollo? Tracy, what's happening to me? That's what I meant by focusing. Focusing. In this state, you can see everything, Apollo. Everything the witness does. It's great, but this is kind of freaking me out. Just look for Mr. Stickler's twitch, his habit, you remember, right? Sure, when he says something he's not sure of, he fiddles with the page of his book. You got it. Right now, you're looking at the witness's face. And your eyes are sort of bugging out. It's like you're just trying to blow up him with your eyes. I bet they are. First, move your focus of attention down to his hand. His hand, you know what to look for now. You have to look for the right place. Well, I can only see his face like this. Time to change my viewpoint. Perfect, now you're really ready. Wait for what? Ready to perceive the truth behind the twitch. Perceive. Try listening to the witness talk as you focus. Then watch for his habit. You mean when he fills with the page. That's right. That's your signal a little closer. Find his weak spot, I'll guarantee we'll be able to give him the royal flush. Spoken like a true pokerhead's daughter. I'm a magician, thank you very much. So you have to pay attention to his words and his fingers. That's what she said. Don't worry, if you miss it, you can always try again. Right. Look up, nervous twitch, here comes justice.
Gotcha!
I saw it just now. I could see it. Mr. Justice, you have something to say? All this painting of dates it's quite bad for my circulation, you know. Mr. Stickler, allow me to ask you a simple question. Why did you fill with a page of your book just now? The very moment you mentioned your cell phone. What are you talking about? Curious now about this cell phone of yours. Mind if I ask a few questions? To ask what to ask. Ask for his number. Mr. Stickler, please show me your cell phone. Why? Whatever for? Show me and you'll find out. I mean, you're not allowed to bring phones into a courtroom, so... Well, I can't. I don't have it, you see. You don't have it? Yeah, you see, courts don't allow you to bring phones into it. Mr. Stickler, is this your cell phone? Yo! Where did you get that? That's the phone from yesterday. Look, a cell phone. That's strange, Mr. Stickler. Can you explain why your cell phone is sitting in my hand at this moment? Wait a minute, what's the meaning of this? Cell phone is found yesterday in Marcus Clinic garage. Marcus? Wait, that's where the victim lived. That's impossible. Mr. Stickler, you lied to the court, didn't you? Cell phone is here. How could you have called the police? Well... It's true. I didn't have my cell phone that night. That's why it can be said that I called the police from a public payphone. A payphone? So you didn't call your cell phone after all. So where did his payphone located? Well, it indicated with a startling high degree of accuracy. It was right around here. That's quite a ways from the park. But why did you lie? There only be one reason. He didn't want the court to know he had lost his cell phone. Because it was found in the victim's garage. What are you saying? Mr. Stickler broke into the Marcus clinic garage on the night of the murder. This cell phone tells all. But that's ridiculous. That makes it sound like I snuck into his fellow's garage to commit some crime. As though I were trying to kill him. Well, Dr. Marcus was killed that night. Well, yes, but no. This line of reasoning is against the rules. How? Yes, it's true. I lost my cell phone. But I can't prove I lost it that night. Well, Mr. Justice, the cell phone was dropped the night of the murder. It does raise considerable suspicions as to the connection to a crime. Connect him to the crime. Oh, he's already connected enough. I just have to prove it. Well, duh. You prove the cell phone was dropped? Of course I have evidence. Oh, like it's I gotta have fun ahead. Hit it. Where we'll see this evidence, Mr. Justice. Hit it, as they say. That's a side view mirror. As it so happens, Dr. Marcus's car was in an accident that took place the night of the murder. An accident? An accident. It happened a little after 9 p.m. just outside People Park, our murder scene. Dr. Marcus's car hit a pedestrian. What are you trying to say? From the absence of a mirror, it's clear the car had parked after the incident, which means it was parked there after 9 p.m. on the night of the murder. If your cell phone had been dropped before the car was parked in the garage, it would have been crushed. After all, it was lying on the ground right under the wheel. Well, tire, but I digress. There you go, Mr. Stickler. The only time you could have dropped this was in the garage was after 9 p.m. the night of the murder. Mr. Stickler, you know what that means? You did break into the victim's garage that night. It's most unexpected, Mr. Justice. Are you naming the witness as a suspect of the murder? No, stop. This is too much. This can't be happening. The prosecutor, say something. I suppose it is worth saying this. No connection has been found between Wesley Stickler and Paul Maractus. That is, other than this. I believe our next testimony will be most revelatory. Is the witness prepared? Yes, Your Honor. I know that face. It's a face of guilt. That night, yes, I went to the supermarket. I must have dropped my cell phone on my way back. And when I was walking through the park, I happened to witness a crime. I saw the killer, the victim, the stand, all clear as day. It was him. I saw the defendant at the scene. Yes, but your cell phone was lying in a garage. Yes. Well, as you can see, my model of cell phone has a defect. It is given to rolling. It's quite a pain when I drop it alongside the road, you know. Looks like a normal phone to me. In case, Mr. Justice, cross-examination, please. That's funny. The bracelet didn't react at all. Service habit must not be acting up. I didn't sense anything either, actually. Looks like you're on your own this time. Right, no problem. I hope. Here comes Justice. So you went shopping, which means you were holding a grocery bag when you witnessed the murder take place? Well, yes, of course. Incidentally, the prosecution has received no report of this domestic detail. Mr. Stickler, can you explain yourself? No, I mean, yes, I did go shopping, really. I looked around the supermarket trying out free examples. It's a deeply spiritual time for me. Sure, the store clerks would disagree. You think sampling free food counts as religion? No. In any case, that night, I sampled to my heart's content and was on my way back home, yes. That's when you passed in front of the Maractus clinic. Why, yes, that's correct. Doesn't really look like it has, ability to wheel itself, does it? Weird. That was a pretty suspicious pause there. Mr. Stickler, do you think you could be a little more specific? Please show us the exact route you took the night of the murder. Of course. The supermarket's here on the main road. My way home from there. Takes me past the Maractus clinic. This is probably where I dropped my cell phone. It was I walked on and where my loss. And walked right into Faithful Park. I've been about to witness a crime. Wait. If we went that way, which entrance did you enter the park from? Well, to be exact, one might say that I went from the entrance closest to the Miraculous Clinic. The same entrance our victim used. You notice anything when you entered? Wheel marks from a newsstand, for instance? I have no recollection of such a thing, no. Yet though I might have missed the tracks, I did not miss what happened next. I'm a keen observer of the obvious, you might say. I knew it. The person about the killer, the victim, or the noodle stand. Clearly, too. Oh, clear as can be, you see. I'm sure you see, so, how do you look? How? What do you mean, how? Be specific. I mean, in general. Vince will refrain from straining to come up with questions. A question that lies in your heart and ask that. Yes, Your Honor. Great Judge who moonlights as a self-help guru. Are you sure you remember the killer clearly? How many times must I repeat myself? It was him, that unscrupulous, fox-like fellow in the defendant's chair. He was looking even more unscrupulous at the time, no less. He does look a bit at one of those trickster foxes in Legends of Yore. The killer's identity is already old territory, time to have something new. Do you happen to remember the noodle stand? Quite well, yes. We're a student of science. Even a keen observation and healthy curiosity are vital. I remember everything. I could even read the sign. I believe it said, noodle. Yes, that's it. For remembering something quite well, it sure took you a while to tell us. Thanks for telling us that noodle stand sells noodles. Very enlightening. Well, Mr. Justice? Very important. So the sign on noodle stand said noodle. Here's the defense just obtained a vital piece of testimony. Is this noodle stand's broth really that delicious? Debatable. I'll have to sample it the wares one day. Think it's worth asking this testimony as well. Whatever sort of noodles the stand sells, it can't match up to IVU's cafeteria. Some apply to the school merely to taste our smart noodles. I wouldn't mind tasting that myself. It's salty noodles. Well, that's wrong. It doesn't say noodle. It says El Doom. And you're absolutely sure there's a sign read noodle? Well, yes, just last week when my professor offered me this praise. At least you have good eyesight, Stickler. I'll give you that. That's not praise. That's a backhanded compliment, you dingus. Like, at least you have good eyesight. That's sad. It's read without a doubt noodle. See, what are you talking? Why are you looking at me like that? Is that pity in your eyes? Let's take a look at the map, Sally. So you're claiming that when you saw the sign, you were standing here, was it? Although it would have been a bit hard to read the sign from this spot. You think so? Mr. Stickler, I'd like you to please take another look at the stand. Carefully read what the sign says. See? The sign actually states the name of the stand's owner. El Dunes. Inconceivable. I'm certain it's the noodle, for sure, positive. Afraid your professor was wrong about that eyesight. Oh! Wouldn't be so quick to jump to that conclusion. Sign that he saw changes everything. He saw the sign that said noodles, and saw right. What do you say if I told you? that there's a spot which the sign would be read that way. What? Mr. Justice showed the spot. The tree. The witness was standing here, on the opposite side. How do you know that? And viewed from the south, sign on the side stands as El Dunes, as we know. However, on the other side it says Noodle. Other side of the stand? Oh, this side it says Noodle. Exactly. The name of the stand is split between the front and back sides. Mr. Stickler, you lied to the court. You witnessed the crime from the northern side of the park, not the south. Yeah, you got me. So what? So what? What doesn't matter if you saw the killing from the north or south side. It makes no difference at all. He's right. Travel far enough to the south and you will end up going north. Viewed on a global scale, directions are utterly without meaning. Actually, maybe he's right, but does it change everything? Changes everything, Apollo. Tracy, remember his testimony from before? To be honest, I'm a little scared of where this is leading. If he was facing the north, from the north, killer and victim are facing each other here. And the moment the killer raises his weapon, Mr. Stickler shouts. At which point, the victim turns his head to look, and the killer fires the pistol. But if he was facing from north, that's why the bullet hit him in the right temple. But if he was from the north, then he did it. No contradictions, right? Right. But if Mr. Stickler was facing in the north, that reverses the whole scenario. Completely, if Mr. Stickler shouts from where he is now, victim looks in his direction, he'd be shot in the left temple. Bullet would have hit his left temple. In other words, someone standing at point K couldn't have shot the victim in his his right temple. It's impossible. That's right. So, now that we know Mr. Stickler was standing on the northern side, the wind location is on an entirely different meaning. Indeed, you're absolutely correct, Fraulein. What meaning? The entry ruined on the right side of the victim's head, right? Well, the right side of the victim's head is north. North. But that's where the witness, Miss Leslie Stickler, is standing. Correct. So, if he was standing to the north, then the only person who could have shot the victim was in the right temple was Mr. Stickler himself. Yeah! Order! Wow, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. She flipped this whole case on its head while I was figuring it out. If I wouldn't point it for me if you would, half-a-head. What now? Are you truly accusing this college student of murder? Well, I can't say exactly looks innocent, but something still doesn't feel right. Just can't picture him as a real killer. No, please, looks aside, I'm a really nice guy. My friends say so. Let's hear for what the defense has to say. What are you going to do now, Justice? Should we really accuse him? Accused of another crime. And Stickler is a killer, but he's not innocent either. Unusual silence told me that much. Mr. Stickler, you seem unusually quiet. It's not unusual to be loved by. Tell us why now. The word confession isn't in my dictionary. At her forehead. I'm afraid it falls to you. You to elucidate. Herr Stickler's silence. Mr. Justice, you did say you were accusing the victim's witness just now for a crime other than murder. Your reason? courts all years. He's guilty of something, but what crime? Do you have evidence that shows his involvement in some other crime? Your evidence? For it's all eyes. Look at these! The evidence is this. A nice pair of panties. What is that? Women's underwear. Hey, those are mine. Don't look at me like that. Order! 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 Mr. Stickler. I can't say this comes as a shock. It's not what it seems. I bet that gorilla is terrible. The name of the murder just past 9 p.m. And girl catches a piece after red-handed. Bravely, she gives chase and snatcher flees. Hides himself in no other place than the Marcus Clinic garage. Aha! Incidentally, these paintings were found in the exhaust pipe of the car. Presumably, he was trying to hide the evidence of his crime. Ergo, while you may not be a murderer, you are guilty of panty snatching of the first degree. Please, hear me out. It's not what it looks like. Another pervert. Order! 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 Mr. Stickler, you should be ashamed. It's not what it seems. So, are we to understand you were silent because you're guilty of murder, but because you lack the courage to admit you're stealing women's garments? Perhaps you were not aware my school's name was originally written for. I stands for intelligent, V stands for valiant. See? Your point. I'm not done. I'm a major in the science department. And what does science teach if not curiosity? Yes, we have the IVU, Science Department of Valiantly Curious. No challenge is too daunting. And what fake greater challenges? Come on, you're talking about girls' panties here. No, you do not understand. Mystery is unknown. The unknown is unacceptable. And my friends, when it comes to mysteries, those panties are the promised land. The moment I first laid eyes on them, I was compelled to investigate for science. The full-size car tire was the first mystery they had revealed. Tire? Yes, I saw her do it. She pulled the tire out of those panties. That's not all. First there was tire, then stew pot, then a frozen chicken. One mystery after another. It was like magic. Oh, I remember now. It was one of the regulars at the audience of the Wonder Bar. Huh? Talking about my magic paintings trick. I just don't understand. A broom from a pair of panties. It marks the very laws of physics. A broom and a frozen chicken. Whatever happened to doves and bunny rabbits? Mr. Stickler told the girls' panties to understand a magic trick. You say panties, but they are so much more than that. For me, they are an object for serious study. I wonder. There's been a recent rash of panty snatching in the area. Where are they all you? I'm sorry, I did it for science. In spite of a pair of panties flapping in the breeze, I thought maybe this would be the pair that would allocate in the middle of the night and shut the fuck up. You're all sorry for one so selected to... Still, that leaves one thing unexplained. You referred to the witness's other lie, yes? The witness claimed he saw the crime from the south, when he was in fact in the north. Indeed. Would anyone care to explain why he lied about that? Be my guest, go ahead. Hey, did I not hear you correctly? Did you not say You do not accuse Vanessa murder. Fine then. Did the witness lie about his location at the time of the shooting? Or have you no idea? Apollo, there's something about the way the diagram is arranged now. You think about it. Right near where you were standing, isn't there a trap? Very well, Mr. Justice. What says you? You have evidence why he was there? Well, obviously. Because there was another pair of panties. The evidence that shows why he's lied is this. What? More panties? How many panties are you carrying in your pocket, head or forehead? These are the last honest. These were found in the trash can in the park. Looking at the diagram, it happened to be right where he was standing. You can see that the trash was next to where he was. Mr. Stickler, he didn't. Alas, I'm a failure as a scientist. I came to unravel the mysteries of the universe. Can't even unravel a pair of panties. That sounds horrible. So, these panties are your handiwork as well? The night I had been cased, hounded into the miraculous clinic. Rush. Weeping in frustration, I was forced to abandon my prize. Don't you see how I felt? Believe me, I'd rather not. I hid in the garage for a short while. Then, abandoning the panties, I made for home. To avoid the office where the girl works, I went towards the south entrance. When I saw them hanging there in the clothesline in front by a giant mansion. A giant pair of panties. Apparently he didn't know those bloomers belonged to the mob. I had them safe in my pocket. Ready to take home. When I stumbled upon a murder. The murder of Dr. Maractus. I reported what I had seen. It was, as I waited for the police to arrive, I got scared. But they searched me. That's when he disposed of the bloomers. Yes, it was a severe blow to the progress of science when they had to be born. Fascinating, but disturbing tale. If disturbing tale. I believe this brings today's proceedings to a close. I'm more than pleased to dismiss this witness for the remainder of the trial. One last thing, if I might. Yes, Prosecutor Gavin. Regardless of where we ended up today, some fatal points were made. Namely, the defendant, Waki Kitaki, was at the scene of the crime, and he was pointing a weapon at the victim. One more thing. Waki Kitaki has a clear motive. Indeed, the defendant, Waki Kitaki, is still a prime suspect of the crime. The only suspect, in fact, assuming there's no one else at the crime at the time. Yet, a mystery remains. The location of the wound of the victim's left right temple is yet to be explained. For request further investigation from both the defense and the prosecution. Yeah, baby. No problem. Very well, this brings the trial for the day to a close. Court is adjourned. What a train wreck that was. Glad we made it out of that trial alive. Really? I had fun. And Waka made it through the day too. Everyone was too obsessed with panties to bother with the real case. That's good publicity. Imagine the crowd at my show tonight. You should come, Polly. Yeah. It means that Mr. Hale will make an appearance. Hi folks, I'll be here all week. That's about enough of him. Hello? Oh, Miss Tiala. Thank you for today. The trail went well. Oh, right. No problem. Do you think Waki will be okay? He's not guilty yet. Please, you have to help him. We're supposed to get married the next month. Oh, congratulations. Why, way to put pressure on a guy. Please let me know if there's anything I can do to help. Are you sure about marrying into the Kitaki family? I'm fine with it, and I love Waki with all my heart. Oh, that's so sweet. That doesn't bother you, you'll be, married to the mob? I don't think so. My parents aren't against it, of course. Hey, where did you and Waki first meet anyways? Good question. Miss Tiala doesn't seem like the type to have gangster connections. Oh, we met at my old job, actually. Ah, office romance. She's not very forthcoming with information about herself, is she? Did you know that the boss is trying to get out of the business? Really? Mr. Kitaki wants to quit being a gangster? He's trying to transfer his assets into a normal company. He announced it recently out of the blue. There's quite a lot of confusion in the rings. I wonder if that explains the apron. Can't imagine Waki going along with it. He's very motivated, isn't he? That's not a word I would have used. He said I'll be the next big boss and keep the family alive. I think he's at the age where when boys want to make his mark on the world. That's not the way I would have put it. His father moves in a lot of circles. He's really focused on profits. Kataki family has been making a killing lately. Again, not the way I would have put it. But Waki says it's not about money. They have to keep the gangster tradition to uphold. Oh, generation gap. They've even got the ever classic what about the family business thing going. Usually it's the father worried about the tradition. Can I ask you a question about Waki? I'm saying he was operated on by the victim. Apparently, yes. Isn't clinic, yeah. Yes, it sounds horrible. Waki has always been fond of fighting, I'm afraid. I'm sure it qualifies as fine when pistols are involved. Mr. Gavin was saying his life might be in danger, wasn't he? No, that can't be right. I'm sure he was just trying to scare us. It's scary to think the surgeon may have made a mistake. But it's even scarier when they tries to hide it. I'd like to know a little more about this operation. It's time to pay the miraculous clinic a visit. I should be getting home now. Waki's in your hands, Mr. Justice. Right. Leave it to me. Apollo, I think you're only making her more nervous. Sorry, yeah, that's okay. It's alright, I believe in you. For an entrance to the clinic, walls and posts are highly polished. Wait, my hairdo's a little flat. There, perfect. Okay. Police cars parked in front of the clinic. It's empty. Police must be inside for investigating, but we're not allowed in, of course. Let's check on Daddy. No? Okay. Really? Guess we just go to the detention center then. Looks like Walkie's out questioning. Out for questioning. Really need to talk to him. I guess we'll come back later. Excuse me. Yes? The other suspect is all through with questioning. The other? Ah, you mean the pain snatcher. Wesley Stickler. So they arrested him too. Alright, let's have a little chat with Mr. Stickler. Hope I don't regret this. He's a valuable witness. He's a bit precious, I'll give him that. Please keep this brief if you would. I'm quite busy. I need to finish this paper. It's you. Mr. Stickler, I'd like to have a few words with you. Very well. As long as they're few. Nothing would make me happier, believe me. Fine, I'll ignore my evidence. Or at least, one second thought, let's not go there. Not gonna... Okay. Mr. Stickler, on the night of murder, you stole... Wait! I can't help but feel that I'm being misunderstood. How exactly? Yes, that night. I obtained a pair of panties, too. However, it was my burning curiosity that drove me to do it, nothing more. I wanted to know about my trick. You're here, too? Oh, great, Trucy, teach me. Yeah? You must know the secret of your panties. My very existence seems in the balance. Please make me your apprentice. Apollo, help. I don't know, I think you might make a great lovely assistant. Don't say that, Apollo. He's a little creepy, I'll give him that. Could you really what you saw at the night of murder one last time? Why not? Though it hardly differs from the testimony gave in court. The defendant was there at this park that night, I'm quite certain. He was pointing a pistol or something like that to the victim. So I shouted, "Stop, you two! Let's resolve this like gentlemen." In the next moment, a shot was fired. And that's all true, really? My panties are gone. My innermost heart revealed. What further reason could I possibly have to lie? Can't think of anything he'd want to hide more than pain snatching true. Sounds like Walkie was at the scene of the crime after all. I wish it weren't so. June 16th, Dr. Mansion. Hey, Plum. Yep, she's back. Hey, you two. Over here. Yes? Hello, Plum. What's up? I think all this gangsteries is a negative influence on Tracy. I heard you treat my bloomers. Well, I was just doing... The man speaks clearly. It takes credit for where it's due. You caught the thief, didn't you? Yes, sorry, calm. You're cute when you're nervous, Polly. I'll deal with you later. But enough about bloomers. What about my son, Lockie? Lockie? Well, he's, clearly... Yes, ma'am. That's why I was kind of hoping we could avoid coming back here. He's really everything you expect in boss's son. Going to be a gangster, dude. Life does have an appeal for that age. Particularly for boys. What? Don't look at me like that. He was shot on the turf war about half a year ago. Yeah, we heard the story from Walkie. But he didn't tell you the whole story. You know, even if he had a pistol back then, he can have shot anyone. What? He acts like he's hard, but he can shoot someone to save his life. I should know him, his mom. Words have a certain weight to them. Hopefully when this is all taken care of, the boss can sort out their differences. Boss, you mean Walkie's father? Didn't seem to be on the best of terms that day. It's true. One of our pistols is missing. So the murder weapon was in this mansion. I figured, given the difficulty of obtaining a gun these days. None of the rank and file have access. Only the boss, myself, and Walkie could have taken it. Let's see. I'm sure the cops are continuing tromping all over the mansion because of this case. Maybe this is a sign it's time to change. She doesn't seem at all concerned. Yeah, Walkie's fiance. They're getting married next month, correct? I suppose. She's been staying over lately. You don't look too happy about that, little plum. How do you guess? Even I could tell that. Tell us more about her? Walkie brought her home one day. So she wanted to tie the knot. See why? She's pretty. Well, she's pretty enough. But, you know... it's probably just me being suspicious. Stay in the business so long. Start to see only darkness in people. And nose for it. Nose for people. Nose for trouble. I wonder what the problem is. Like gangster's only version of female intuition. Boss may act tough, but that boy means the world to him. Walkie seems like he's against his father's position. It's to be expected. We're all in a bit of transition now. Trying to get ties with the shadier side of the street and do more on the up and up. Lucky isn't too enthusiastic about the change, it's true. But why the change? Is the gangster thing just not paying the bills? It pays. We need more money right now. Clean money, that is. Let's see. Something must be up. I'll see things the way the boss sees them someday. It's Mr. Aldoon. Oh, Mr. Aldoon. What's wrong? So you found my stand. That's why I'm here, to thank you. Now it's a crime scene and they won't let me have it back. That's also why I'm here. Got no other place to go. No, let's see. How can a noodle stand be a crime scene? That's what I don't get, Trissy doll. Even in death, he's after my neck, I tell you. Bah. Can't even cook an honest noodle. Gee. Even in death, I mean, victim. I tell you, it's enough to drive a man to make his soup even saltier. A man need never eat his noodles when he's in a bad mood. Or ever. That stand for generations has served up the best noodles that us Aldoons can make. Tradition of noodles and salty broth. More than a stand, it's a history, you know. Watch what you say or it might become true. That's a great story, Mr. Aldoon. Single stand passed down from generation to generation. Of course, to be honest, I didn't plan on doing it. That's right, you said something about that. About you rebelling against your pops, was it? Good memory, Trissy doll. It was a good getter back in my day. Until my friend next door butted in. In the end, I was left with nothing but the stuffy old saying in my fortune. I mean to pry. What exactly did you do before you became a chef? The old noodles lie, that's what I'll say. Starting to get the idea of what we did anyway. Stole my dreams and left me with nothing but noodles. Good. And now I don't even have that. What exactly happened to you be in the miraculous planet? Could help but sense enmity there. Enmity? I hate him. Hated. He makes like he smells like roses when he's rolling in mud. Excuse me. He's the only doctor at the clinic, you know? Pretty impressive, eh? So your secret success, the mob. Always having one of those turf wars or whatnot. Was an injury to needing fixing. Miraculous saw the chance for some business. Started giving them the good deal. Every fifth option for free. Stole the idea from my pops. One free bowl of noodles a week, he used to say. Can the doctor just decide to do that? What about insurance companies? Oh, no doubt it's illegal. The government good with family. Pretty soon he was getting business all in town. Leaving me here in the dark. Up to my neck in soupy noodles. I figured out his former occupation. Here to ask Apollo. Mr. Eldoon. Or should I say Dr. Eldoon? Figured out, did ya? That's right. It was the doctor, surgeon, till the year before last. Tell you what's your rival? You like those onions they put in the soup broth? Yeah, kind of. Take a spoon, you drink some broth. Those onions will find their way in there. For people who like them, why, that's just fine. People who hate them, I hate onions. I hate them. Always sneaking in from the side, getting in the way of a good tasting spoonful. Oh, that's what he was, an onion boy. That's why I called him. So you weren't exactly friends. Me and pal Miraculous. You ain't my bud, pal. You ain't my pal guy. You ain't my guy, friend. Ever since preschool, we were getting in each other's faces. No matter what I did, sure enough, he'd become following along. Then he'd be do better than me. Just blow right past without much of a howdy. You see. That's right, I was a surgeon long before he was, you know? Then that no good onion boy comes along. Well, Trucy, looks like we found ourselves a new suspect. Don't say that. Thanks to him, I was forced to trade in my scalpel for the ladle. Sorry, pal. Didn't mean to weigh you down to my old man ramblings. That's fine. By the way, of apology. You ever get yourself in a spot of trouble, you drop by. Huh? Investigating miraculous, ain't you? Well, if you want to know about a doctor, you ask a doctor. That's all I'm saying. Just think of me when you eat something, Trucidel. Right, thanks, Minister Eldoon. Guess the time spent listening to him complain wasn't entirely wasted. Yo, what's up, my little imposter? What did you call me? Damn, it's you? Sorry, G. Thought you were Alita. I got little imposter sure is a strange nickname. It's a cling thing. You won't understand. Did I say imposter? I meant poster. Like poster girl, right? I'm going to drop part of that. Why not just drop poster and call her girl? Because she's more than that. She's like an angel. Fallen angel. So, what can I do you for? You don't look so chipper today, Walkie. Worried about your heart condition, maybe? Hmm? Sorry. In fights to protect what's valuable to me, know what I'm saying? I miss my fallen angel. Hey, you can't go get it later from me. You're my lawyer, aren't you? Lawyer, not gopher. So I hear you're going to be married next month. Straight up, we poured a nuptial 40 out of the stoop. Alita, oh snapple cakes, she's so fine. I think he's men in his own way. I was wondering, how did you two meet? I asked Yala, but she was very vague. Huh? Oh man, she didn't tell you. Best hold my tongue if you feel me. What? Man, what's fast? She knows that. When I'm with Alita, I feel like there's things worth protecting out there, you feel me? And my Alita, she's down with it all the way. So both of them are mum about their past. Think you can tell us what happened to you with Prowl Maractus? Here's something you should know. The Kitakis are having what you might call a feud with the Revelis family. It's about 6 months back. Got into Revel's truth. Packing a knife, right? Into her shot. Coolest thing I've ever seen. One shot to the heart, but my hormones weren't too late. It's a miracle that I lived. It's already considered one of the 7 wonders of Kitaki family, you know that? So you were taken to the practice clinic then? I should have seen their faces when they wheeled me in. Can't just let boss's son die, you know? I'd been in the doctor's shoes. Mr. Kitaki's scary enough when he's not angry. But the blood that hit you is never removed. It's still threatening his life. The doctor, he did it on purpose. Bells to put them off, I'm sure of it. You hear more about the night of the murder. Life in the family is a G thing. About being a man. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, I'm not up into my G things. I'm sure what G thing is. When my old man, he's gone soft. Since the old rival games days is over. He just wants to make money. And then I get things. Man, there ain't no soul in making money. Better to live life fast and die young, faux shizzle. Wait till I run the yard. And everyone will know what time it is. That's right, OG time is all the time. Represent. Oh, why does he keep talking about the old guys? You don't think that's what OG means, Tracy? It means original gangster. About these weapons, the pistol and the knife, It belonged to the family. Snuck him out that night. So the killer, Mr. Stickler, says he saw that night was, I guess it was me. Was there after all. Yeah, we're finished. Milwaukee, do you think you could tell us what exactly happened that night? You don't beat around the bush, do you? I like his style, shorty. Actually, there's a question I've been wanting to ask you for a while now. That is, did he do it? Did he shoot him? I don't know. Yeah? The day of that checkup when I found out there was a bullet in my heart, I borrowed a gun from the family stash. Figured I'd give that doctor a taste of his own bad medicine. Oh boy. Don't like where this is going. But you were carrying a knife, weren't you? Oh, that? Yeah, well, you never can be too careful, I'll say. So I'm on my way to the clinic, right? When I run into him at the park, he's dragging a noodle stand behind him. Wait, you didn't put him up to that? Like, you know, in the movies. If you value your life, you'll bring the stand. Shorty, you're more whack than I am. And that's saying something. But I was serious. Thing is, I don't remember what happened next all too well. You don't remember? But the way I see it, if there wasn't anyone that night, I guess that probably was me who did him in. You know what I'm saying? What to do now? Well, we got to clean, that's for sure. Yeah, but what about the guard? Carmen Aston, excuse me. Hey, it's you two from yesterday. It's the same officer was standing out by the park. Business is over at the park, isn't it? Clinic's off limits, not involved. But, part of off limits do you not understand? Show me proof that the clinic is connected to the incident. Okay, neither. No point in sticking around here, I guess. Sorry, son boy. My interest in my staying. Okay. Guess there's still more for me to talk to him about. Yeah, whatever. Okay. I don't know what to do. There we go. Look at the crowd over by the park. Probably people trying to get a glimpse of the crime scene. But why is the girl screaming? I just heard one say, "Oh my god, it's him." Wait, that motorcycle. Don't have it isn't fair forehead. Prosecutor Gavin. Some fans found me on my way out. Just my luck. Oh my god, he's so cool. That's the screams. Your album just came out, you know? Try waving at them, they love it. Oh, he's so cute. They're so excited. Doesn't matter who waves at them, see? This is surreal. So you were here investigating? And I was on my way home when my hog gave up the ghost. Your hog? A motorcycle von Stutch? The collect your exhaust pipe? Too bad it looks so like a nice pipe bike too. Hard to believe that it could break just like that. My fault. Think I was using the wrong oil. Cars, motorbikes, they're all the same. Clogged the exhaust and they won't run. Machines tell you might share my angst. Forehead? I ride a bicycle actually. In any event, I'm off to the shop to get her fixed. The detective is in charge of the scene is in front of me in any case. Detective, you mean the one in the lab coat? Yeah, she's in foul mood too. Be gentle. Oh, be the same, baby. The forecast for the parks today is gloomy skies. Well, nothing to do but head on. Let's head to the park, Apollo. Well, I think that's a good place to stop, and we'll